BOBOVR E3 Pro versus the BOBOVR M3 Pro. Really, what this video is about is just for people considering upgrading their meta experience and trying to decide which frickin' strap they should get. I've actually gone all out on this one, and I've made a presentation that you can see here on my screen for us to go and compare all of the different features. Over here, we have both of the straps. Both of these are fit for the MetaQuest 3 or MetaQuest 3S, so it doesn't really matter which one you have. Both of these straps will fit. And the key offering for these head straps is more battery life, more comfort, and additional features that you wouldn't get from the regular strap that comes with the MetaQuest 3 or MetaQuest 3S. When we look at the M3 Pro, I've done a review on this as well. You're more than welcome to go over onto my channel and have a look at my full review. I really loved the M3 Pro compared to the other ones I was trying at the time. At the time, I had the Elite strap from Meta, and I also had the Kiwi Design Comfort strap with the battery. And out of the three of them, the BOBOVR was the best, simply due to comfort. And then also, it was the first strap that I tried with a detachable battery, where you could take it off after the battery had run out, which made the headset more lightweight. But not only that, if you buy more than one of the BOBOVR M3 Pro batteries, you can charge one while you use the other. When the one that you're using runs out, you can then swap them over and pretty much enhance your gameplay experience as much as you want by rotating through the batteries. It's actually a pretty cool idea. For me personally, I didn't buy the second battery. When I used the BOBOVR M3 Pro, it extended the battery life of my headset for just under 2 hours. So I think I got a pretty decent extra boost out of it, and that's due to the 5,200 milliamp battery that they've put in there. And yes, the Halo style with all of the padding that they added in, especially with the forehead clasps, like they have these extra two arms in the BOBOVR M3 Pro that you can see up the top here. And what they were also really great for as well was distributing the weight of the battery that sits at the back a lot better. So overall, when I compared the M3 Pro with, the comfort strap and the Elite strap from Meta, I called it the Apex in my review. So yeah, now the limitations. So while it's comfortable, while the M3 Pro has a shorter battery life compared to the E3 Pro, it also doesn't have the fancy headphone jack feature, which I'm going to get into a little bit later. But the other thing too was I have heaps of MetaQuest accessories, meaning I've got the active straps from Meta, I've got the carrying case from Meta, I've got the silicon interface from Meta. I've bought a lot of my accessories from Meta, and one of the shitty things was the BOBOVR M3 Pro was my favorite in terms of comfort. However, when it comes to traveling purposes, it doesn't fit in the MetaQuest 3 carrying case that I bought, so the compatibility between them was a letdown. Considering I'd already gone and bought the MetaQuest 3 carrying case, it was 70 Australian dollars, so it wasn't just a cheap little add-on that I went and got. So by the time I got the BOBOVR M3 Pro and went, great, I love this head strap, but I was like, it doesn't fit. That's one of the limitations immediately that came up for me. And I was like, I've wasted a bit of money here. So when we look at the key features of the E3 Pro, the first thing that stuck out was it's in the Made for Meta program. Now, this is a new program that I think at this point, only Kiwi Design and BOBOVR have made products that are in the Made for Meta program. But what the Made for Meta program actually is it's basically a certification program for brands making VR accessories that are compatible and specifically designed to work with MetaQuest devices. The E3 Pro is the first one of Bobo's range to make it to the Made for Meta program. And then some of the other key features was the powerful battery system. So what they've done here is doubled the battery capacity straight out the gate. So it takes it from 5,200 milliamp an hour all the way up to 10,000. So what this is claiming to do is to obviously double the battery time, taking it from 1.5 hours to 2 hours of estimated extra gameplay to 3 to 4 hours. So it's significantly larger with one battery. And if we actually go back and have a look at the head strap itself, it looks fairly similar in size to the M3 Pro, and all that's different is the amount of power that little battery at the back can punch. So the fact that they've upped it this much is pretty fantastic. You'll notice too that the E3 Pro doesn't have the Halo design. It's got more of that clamshell look. I'm going to mention Kiwi Design here again. The comfort strap that they've got, it's got that hinge that it's kind of like a clam. It goes boop, boop, and there's no bit around the front here or those extra arms that I was talking about before on the M3 Pro. But other key design feature changes that they've mentioned in here is they've designed the back to be really flat so that this specific device can be more comfortable when you're, in a laying down position. With tons of apps coming out of the woodwork for MetaQuest, it doesn't surprise me that there's more apps that facilitate for you being in a lying down position to maybe watch something at the ceiling or whatever. But they've taken this into account. They've included it in the head strap. even with the additional battery being on the back. And I can only imagine that because Bobo have had a pretty good head start in this race, I would say that the comfort in this will deliver, and it's something to be excited about. The other cool thing is the immersive audio experience. The Quest 3S doesn't have a headphone jack. The Quest 3 does have one, 3S does not have one. Why they left that feature out, I don't know. To be honest, for my use cases with VR, I don't actually use the headphone jack at all. So even if my Quest 3 didn't have it, I probably wouldn't even notice. But for those of you who do like to get a little bit more immersive with it, if you have a Quest 3S, the E3 Pro bypasses the need for the headset to have a headphone jack at all, and you can plug your headphones in to the actual head strap instead and still get the exact same effect. I'd say the Made for Meta program had requirements that were like, okay, if you're going to have a headphone jack that talks to our system, this is the checklist that you have to do. Bang, bang, bang. Bobo would have gone away, taken that on board, made sure that they built it in, and I would say that this is a big component of how they've been approved into the Made for Meta program. And one other cool little feature, this is part of the S3 Pro as well, which is the top tier one. I've got one of those on the way as well. They've included a little screen on the side that shows you how much battery you've got left in the head strap, which I think that's pretty cool. The BOBOVR M3 Pro doesn't have that. You can look inside the headset and see how much battery power you've got, but I feel like having a visual on the outside is a useful tool, and yeah, I'm glad they put that in there, and it's a nice little touch. Let's move me over here now. Next slide. So here we go. If we have a little look side by side, God, where's a good spot for me? Here we go. If we have a look at these side by side and have a look at the features packed in, I did up this table just so you could do a side-by-side comparison. If you want a copy of this slideshow, I am going to leave a link in the description for you or up in the cards. You'll just have to submit your email and I'll pop this straight into your email inbox for you. So when it comes to choosing the right one for you, I think with the M3 Pro, if you prioritize comfort and you're not a crazy VR gamer, then this one's probably right for you. And also, if you're a Quest 3 user and you've already got the headphone jack, that's possibly a good option as well. But if you're a hardcore gamer that wants extra extended battery life and you've got the Quest 3S and you want to be able to have that more immersive experience with the headphones, then the E3 Pro is probably the one for you. And that brings us to the end. So yeah, there's another little snapshot. This one here was taken straight off the BOBOVR website. You can go over there and have a look at these yourself if you want. Or again, I am going to leave this presentation in the description box for you so you can go and check it out. In the next video, I will be unboxing this. So I'm going to take it out of the packaging and we're going to be having a look at everything that comes inside the box. We'll put it on the MetaQuest 3 and from there, we'll probably have a review coming up as well. So stay tuned, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you enjoyed this, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.